Welcome back, guys. It's been a few days since I did a video, and I'm just having a bit of chilled out session until the new year, and then we start strong again. But this is the last video of the year, so the best way to end it is tell you, have I improved this year or not in my sales on eBay? But I'm going to do something a bit different today. I'm also going to put in my YouTube money. I'm going to put in everything that I've earned, which is to do about reselling, because obviously you are watching this. This is a reselling YouTube channel, so this is part of all the money I've earned over this year. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down obviously what I've sold on VINTED, what I sold on eBay, what I sold privately, and also I'm going to tell you how much I made this year on YouTube, because this is my first proper year of being monetized on YouTube. I did start at the end of last year, but yeah, this year it's been fully monetized, so I'm going to tell you how I've done. So before we start the video, this is sales, this isn't profit, and this is an estimate. This is nothing like on to the absolute dial, you know, it's nothing like to the precise penny, but it's probably out by maybe a couple of hundred here or there. I've probably actually earned more because of the private sales, and I haven't gone through all the books. I'm doing it by memory through the private sales. But obviously all the people who like putting people down, who basically say, oh, you haven't earned that much, all this stuff, you can try and work this out, but I guarantee you won't be able to, because yes, I do have fees coming off, I have post and packaging, and obviously the tax and all that comes off. But remember, this is all the money that's came back into my bank. So all this money has came back into my bank. And if you've been watching my videos throughout the year, you know I don't really spend that much, only if it's going to get me a lot of money. So let's go through the sales. I only sell on two things. I did have a go at Depop, but I didn't sell anything on there. It literally lasted a week. But I sell mainly on eBay and VINTED. VINTED has been really good for me this year. Obviously, it's not going to compete with eBay, because that is my place where I sell the most items. But VINTED in the last 6 months has really stepped up. Since VINTED Pros came out, since people have been actually looking on VINTED to buy stuff as much as eBay, I've had a lot of sales in the last 6 months. My sales in the last 6 months have improved so much. And seeing I only can sell certain things on there, I've done pretty well on there. A lot of people think that VINTED is only for like buying cheap things and you can't sell expensive stuff on there. Well, that's untrue. I've sold a lot of expensive things on there. And if you've seen my videos in the past, you've probably seen some of my good sales which have been on VINTED. You know, I've sold some really, really expensive items on there. The thing about VINTED is it's all free. Whatever you say, you get the whole amount of money. There's no fees, and this is why next year I really do feel like VINTED is going to be stepping up even more. And I feel like a lot of people like myself will be going over to VINTED a lot more. We'll still be on eBay, but I feel like because VINTED Pro's out now, I feel like a lot of sellers will be moving over to there. But like I said again, VINTED only has a certain area where you can sell things. You know, it doesn't sell everything that I will buy, you know, like tech wise. So yeah, it might expand next year, but we'll have to find out. My sales on VINTED were £4,392 and some pennies, so not too bad. The start of the year I didn't even sell much. I was literally selling probably a handful of things a month. When I looked at my sales, when I was actually totaling it all up, January, February, March, April, I think May, I didn't even sell anything. And then in June, that's when it started kicking in, and I think I must have been starting to put more things on VINTED. But yeah, the first 5 months I wasn't even selling much, probably 100 quid, maybe 200 quid max on VINTED. But the last 6 months I've just been selling loads, literally every day. And if you've been watching my videos recently, actually selling more on VINTED than eBay. Yeah, VINTED has really stepped up for sales. So yeah, like I said, if you're not selling on VINTED, sell on VINTED. The next one I'm going to talk about is my private sales, and this is one where it's an estimate. It's between around £500 to £1,000. The reason being is I actually can't remember what things I have sold without looking throughout all the books. And you know what? I'm off at the moment. You know, I'm not listing, I'm not really doing much YouTube because it's Christmas and I want to chill out. And I can't be bothered to go through all my books to try and find out which ones, you know, so it's all in my head. I might have missed some out, but I have sold mainly things which are private, like big units. Like, so for instance, like wheelchairs, walkers. I know for a fact I've sold a couple of wheelchairs, very high price ones for over £100. I've sold a few walkers at the start of the year, and I've also sold like stuff like tech wise. Not so long ago, I sold a Denon stereo, which I thought it was worth like 350 quid, but I actually got it wrong. It was missing the R on it, which made it worth that much because it's more of a modern one. This one was only worth about £100, but I sold it privately for £90, so no fees. So all the things I did sell privately, obviously, are no fees on that. So I would say if I was gonna average it out, probably around about 700, maybe 750. I didn't know which one to finish off with. Should I finish off with YouTube or should I finish off with eBay? Because I'm a reseller and obviously everybody wants to know how much in sales I've made over the year. I'm going to start off with actually eBay because I want to tell you at the end of this video what I actually make on YouTube. And not to say, wow, look how much I've made, because to some people it's nothing. But other people who are thinking maybe to do like YouTube in any sort of way, then this is how much you will roughly get. But I'm going to leave that until the end. So first we're going to go to eBay and my sales. I'm not going to lie about it. Obviously, I'm going to put some charts up of what I've sold and everything like that. So this year on eBay, it's been a bit of a roller coaster. Some months have been absolutely brilliant, and some months recently, especially the last couple of months, as you can see on the chart, have not been that good. The whole Q4 thing was a washout. I actually think Q4 was the worst time of my eBay year, and yeah, it really didn't live up to what people go on about. It's not just me who said it. I've seen a lot of people who sell saying it's been very terrible, even some of the really ones that we all look up to. And it's one of them things. Luckily, my sales at the end of the year was helped by obviously VINTED and also selling some big items. Where my sales was dropped over the last few months, it actually was bumped up by big sales. So a lot of my big items sold, which should help, which obviously helped with my sales at the end of the year. So last year I did a video about this and I told you about my first year in reselling, my actual totals on eBay. I made £28,824 in sales. So for the first year, I thought that was brilliant. I said this year that I wanted to improve. That was my main goal. I wanted to improve on my total. I said to myself, if I can't improve on my second year, then I'm doing something wrong. My experiences are growing a lot now. So, as you can see on the chart, I've made £35,672.10. So I have improved a lot over this year compared to last year. It's about 7k more than I did last year. So for me, I've improved. Is that good? I don't know. Is that bad? I don't know. To me, I say that's good because it's £7,000 more than I earned last year. And if you've been watching my videos, obviously you know that what I pick up is pretty much quite cheap, like unless it's like something that's worth a lot of money and I will pay up more. But most of the stuff I pick up is under a tenner. And yes, we've all made mistakes. So I have got some stuff that I picked up and I didn't make much money out or broke even, but I haven't lost no money. I've done really well. And I've not only expanded my knowledge, I've actually gone into different areas to actually find things. Car booting is great. Charity shops are hit and miss. But where I've made the most money this year is Facebook Marketplace and the auctions. I have made thousands and thousands of pounds from them too. And it's just because of my knowledge. So 35 grand, well, over 35 grand in sales this year is not bad. And I've improved on myself. So next year, my goal is to beat that. And that's the challenging thing. Can I beat that? I know what I can do and I know what I need to do. But obviously, I need to knuckle down more. That is my downfall. I am very lazy. I admit it even on my channel. But if I'm lazy and I can make this, what could I be like if I wasn't lazy? But the next total is something that I've never ever told anybody. And probably a lot of people want to know, how much do you actually make on YouTube? I don't see many people doing this. They might explain how much they make, like in their first paycheck. Like you see a lot of people on YouTube all over the world doing that. YouTube is different for everybody. It doesn't matter how many subscribers you get. It's all about views and retention, meaning how long people watch for. This is where you get your money from. A person with 1,000 subscribers can earn a lot more money than somebody with 10,000. People, and I see all the time, begging for people to subscribe, and I do. Well, I don't beg. I just say subscribe, like, and do that. But obviously, the more subscribers you get, you should be getting more views. But sometimes it's not like that. I see big channels and they're getting about the same amount of views as me. I'm not a big YouTuber, and I'm not here to try and make myself a big famous YouTuber, because if I wanted to do that, I wouldn't do reselling to do that. There is other platforms where you can make a lot more money in YouTube than doing reselling. Reselling is quite niche. So you will have loyal fans and subscribers, but you're not going to be like hitting millions of views on videos, you know what I mean? So if you think you're going to be a famous YouTuber through reselling and make millions and be like Mr. Beast and all that, you need to stop dreaming, because you're never ever going to be like that. But I'm doing it because I've been doing YouTube way before reselling in fitness, and I enjoy it. It's something to catalog my life in a way, my journey in whatever I'm doing. Also, if I can help anybody out, it's a bonus. And I've had various comments all over the last 2 years and even before that, and I've helped people out, and that is the main reason I do it. Getting money from it is a bonus, and it also helps with just general bits and bobs in your life. The YouTube money can pay for my bills, or for stock, or like a holiday. It's there like pocket money, basically. It's there for like a bonus, a bonus paycheck. And I enjoy doing it, and that's the main thing why I do it. It's not because I want to make lots of money, because like I said, YouTube doesn't make you lots of money, like TikTok doesn't make you loads of money, unless you have hundreds and thousands of subscribers and views. So if you're thinking about going into this, just think it takes a while. So my yearly total is now on the screen. This is my 2024 year total. Obviously, it will be a little bit more because they are delayed by 2 days. So it will be a little bit more, maybe by about 30-40 quid maybe, unless suddenly one of my videos or this video goes viral or something like that. £3,462 and some pennies this year I have made on YouTube. And people will be saying, wow, that's not much, is it? That's not really worth it for all the videos you do, and so on and so on. And if you're thinking like that, then why are you even watching YouTube yourself? You know what I mean? People who watch YouTube obviously enjoy YouTube and like it for some sort of reason. I like doing YouTube. I'm not a big fan of watching YouTube. Like I said, I only probably watch about 3 or 4 people. But I enjoy doing this, and it helps me catalog what I'm doing in my journey through reselling, like I did with my fitness. I used to be doing fitness at the start. It was to help me through a breakup, and then I started getting into it properly, and I started going on a journey to improve my body. And what's the best way of improving yourself? By seeing videos of yourself, comparing it from now to, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago. And that's the whole point. And some people like that. You know, I don't have to do this. It obviously, if I now quit YouTube, I'm going to be losing £3,462, right? Next year, I should be getting around about that, or I probably will be getting more, because obviously my channel will grow. I think I've gained about 2,600 new subscribers this year, and that's me, somebody who's very controversial, somebody who doesn't really care about what they say. You know, I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to be honest with people. I don't want people getting hurt. I don't want people getting misled by other people on YouTube. And, you know, like I said, I only watch so many people. I only respect so many people. And that's my channel. And that's why probably people watch me, because you know what you're going to get. And, yeah, that's how much I've made over the year. Which, to me, if you think about that, I probably would have used that for stock, bills. One of my paychecks, I used it for spending money on my holiday. And yeah, it's just there for me, you know, for a rainy day. If I want to spend it, I can spend it. It comes out monthly, and yeah, it's just an added little bit of bonus, isn't it? So in total, this is what I've earned over the year. Like I said, I'm looking it down because I've got a piece of paper. You know me, my pieces of paper. I have to write it all down. So remember, this is everything added up. Obviously, you got to take off fees off eBay, but this is my total. So my total this year, what I've earned. Remember, all this total has came back into my bank. Doesn't mean it's in the bank anymore, but obviously it's been there, and I've had it this year, and this is what I have to declare next year. So I've made in total £44,276 and some pennies. So when you think about it, I've made a lot more money than last year. Last year didn't have YouTube, you know. Last year didn't really sell much on VINTED. I didn't sell as much on eBay. And this year I have improved a lot. I've done a lot of things over the year. You know, I've been on holiday. I've been away on things. I've done loads of things. I've bought a lot of things as well for myself. Obviously, spoiled my son rotten. And I wouldn't have been doing that if I wasn't making any money. So to finish this video off, I'm gonna tell you what you should be doing if you want to become a reseller and obviously become a YouTuber. If you're not on VINTED, go on it. As soon as this video is finished, get on it straight away. If you're not on eBay, get on it. It will make you more money than any other platform. No matter what, you might moan about fees and all that lot, but remember, you think about actually the totals, what I just said about it. I sell clothes as well, and there was no fees on that. So if you are new, you're going to make a lot more profit, because obviously if you're a private seller, you haven't got no fees, have you? So yeah. Also, try and sell things privately as well. Don't run away from big items. If you're scared about packaging them and all that lot, just don't package them. Sell them privately. You can sell them on eBay and just put, you know, pick up, and you can put them on Facebook and all that lot, and you will make money. And finally, if you are thinking about doing YouTube, just go for it. What you're going to lose, you know, it's good for all sorts. It's good for interaction with other people. I've met a load of lovely people over this year. Yes, there has been some trolls, but you know what? We don't even care about them. But it's definitely worth it. And if you're good at it and if you are successful, you can start earning money, and then obviously that money helps you to pay for bills, buy stock. When you think about it, every month I can go away on holiday if I wanted to, by my YouTube money. So it's definitely worth it. But anyway, guys, I hope you all had a successful year yourself. And yeah, bring on next year. Next year, obviously, one more goal, and that is to improve on myself and see if we can smash every single one of these totals. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy this, you know what to do. Like it, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you next year with 2025. And yeah, let's bring it on.